There where America doesn't want us, that's where we want to go. It doesn't matter. We want to express our views. There's no one who doesn't want us in the G20 except this fool. Ramaphosa handled this saga very well. If it was me, it would have been worse. Globalization, it was not of our own design, but the world evolved to become a globe. And these multinational forums where we're able to express our views, whether we're being heard or not, make a space for us to go and articulate our views. We ought to utilize those forums. Let's take, for instance, the UN. It's one body which is a very good idea, ideally, but in practice, the big brothers don't take anything it says serious. You bomb UN missions in Palestine. You bomb people who are going to supply food. UN missions. Who are we in the bigger scheme of things? The G20 helps us to engage in global economic matters, to express what could be alternative ways to can get the world better. The G20 that emanates out of the 2008 banking crisis, which plugged the world into an economic crisis, and was trying to find an alternative platform international where such things can be avoided, is now being utilized by a fascist of note to settle political scores. So you will know, Ntsiki, that where we are not wanted, that's where we are going actually. There where America doesn't want us, that's where we want to go. Because it doesn't matter, we want to express our views. It doesn't matter how much veto powers they've got in the Security Council. We want to sit as a permanent member of the Security Council and challenge this thing of veto powers. We know we're not wanted there, but we want to sit there. We're not going to retreat about that. We're not going to retreat that because we're not, the G20 necessarily, there's no one who doesn't want us in the G20 except this fool. It's this guy who's got a problem with us and by extension America. And America is not a G20. We are a founding member of the G20 and no one is going to push us away. We are going to mobilize international communities to condemn Trump's action. We still have a year where we need to mobilize communities. I want to say it here without any fear of contradiction. Ramaphosa handled this saga very well. If it was me, it would have been worse. He did. That's what you see, that's the thing with diplomacy and radicalism and all of that. You ought to strike a balance. The guy handled that thing very well, very successfully, in a situation where he was confronted by serious hostility. It's not easy to fight America.
It is a rare moment of unity. Malema usually fights the president, but when it comes to defending the motherland, he praised him for standing up to the United States. This proves that when South Africa is threatened, these enemies will work together. They are choosing to put their country ahead of their own political arguments. This is the Africa we deserve. Like and subscribe for more core African content.